Not everything that I do is going to be ideal for you. I'm a raw food vegan, and I understand that a lot of people are not going to be or become a raw food vegan. But I'll tell you, 5 years ago, I was a devout meat eater, a follower of the paleo diet, a follower of the keto diet. After 25 plus years of bodybuilding, even more, and all that protein powders, vitamins, minerals, supplements, fat burners, stimulants, anabolic steroids. After all of that, my body was left with pain. Physical pain, digestive issues, sleep issues. I had pain in my neck and my knees. I had pain in my lower back, my hips, my ankles, my Achilles. I couldn't even walk for a kilometer or two with my family. It was so uncomfortable. I started following Dr. Brian Clement, Dr. Neil Bernard, Dr. Michael Gerber, Dr. Garth Davis. These vegan doctors started to dismantle some of that meat thought that I had inside of my head, that whole science, that whole ketogenic science, that whole paleo science, and all of the scientific proof associated with it, that we need protein and protein requirements and vitamin and mineral requirements and all these requirements in order for me to be healthy. I started into juicing. I started to reduce my meat. I still ate lots of protein, but it was definitely reduced 5 years ago. Two years ago, still feeling pain in my body and not understanding why, asking the universe, asking for answers, looking for answers, searching for answers, trying to understand why I'm exercising all the time. I've always been active. I'm only in my early 40s at this time, mid 40s. Why do I have this pain in my body? Searching and looking for the answers, I started to realize the benefits of fasting and emptiness and how that heals the body. So much conflict of understanding from all the vitamins and minerals and protein requirements and all these requirements to realizing that fasting was actually making me feel better. My daughter turned to a vegan lifestyle or a vegetarian lifestyle within the last 4 years. My wife turned to a vegetarian or vegan style eating over the last 3 or 4 years. Watching them, being around that, seeing the pain I had in my body, inspired me to reduce my meat further. And I realized that as I reduced my meat, my animal protein, that my pain started to disappear. As I fasted and reduced my meat, my pain was vanishing. It was at that time, a couple of years ago, that I was introduced to an important body of work that really changed the direction of my life. The Mucusless Diet by Dr. Arnold Ehret inspired me like nothing else. It made so much sense. From my perspective, from my experience, from being a world-class bodybuilder and eating paleo and keto for so many years, and protein and vegetables and vitamins, and seeing how much my life changed when I moved to the raw vegan lifestyle, and all of the healing that very quickly started to happen. I pursued raw vegan understanding. Dr. Sebi, Dr. Morse. For a couple of years, I read and ingested as much information as I could from these men and their bodies of work. Moving into the raw vegan lifestyle, I realized my sleep was improving. I was gaining clarity, inspiration, gaining insight, wisdom, like an internal knowing. I felt directed. I felt more energized, more purpose, more certainty. I lost 40 pounds. I found myself more consistent, my energy, my sustainability, my joy, my happiness, my ability to love, my clarity about what I wanted to create in my relationships, in my career, in my finances, in my future, and how I wanted to give back to my world. A spiritual awakening happened again for me. I was awakened spiritually at the age of 27. But when I made the nutritional switch and got rid of meat and went to the raw vegan lifestyle, I connected physically, emotionally, spiritually. Today, I haven't eaten anything right now in 36 hours. I won't eat for another 4 to 6 hours, so I'll go over 40 hours of straight emptiness. Now that's not going to be right for you. Definitely not to start, and I don't encourage it. I actually don't really share too much about my food because I know it can scare people, the things that I do and the practices I do, because I've been a couple of years in this now, and I've changed my mind from reading and understanding a wholly different paradigm for health and fitness, health and nutrition, physiology that just isn't in the mainstream. New knowledge, new understanding. And that's what's required. It needs to be a change of mind. It's not something you can force. Unfooding is a change of understanding. It takes study and practice. It's not something to jump into. I've eaten 3 meals in the last 4 days. Again, I'm not doing this to impress you. I'm not saying this to impress you, but to impress upon you the commitment that I've made to connecting more deeply with the spirit body within me, the emotional body within me, and express the light that's within me out into my life, out into my relationships, out with my customers, and out with all of the people that I interact with. I mean, I'm not a professional bodybuilder any longer, and I'm not sure that you can be a professional bodybuilder as a raw vegan, as a fruitarian. I'm not sure that that's the best way to build up huge mass and size, but that's no longer my goal. My goal now is to be a happy, healthy family man, an entrepreneur, the most inspiring person that you meet today. That's my inspiration now. That's who and what I want to be and what I want to create in my life. And that's what I share in my program. I share with people how to become their very best version of themselves. And I use exercise, nutrition, and mindset coaching in order to get them there.